How do I get rid of awkward silences in conversations? How do I overcome that? Because I'll be sitting in a conversation with somebody new and things will be going well, and then all of a sudden I'll run out of something. I'll run out of things to say. And you kind of sit there and you're like, oh, I ran out of things to say. What do I do? What do I say? And so you're thinking, you're racking your brain, trying to find a joke or trying to think like, oh, what could we have in common? Or what was the last thing that person said so I can keep the conversation going? And so we try to fill it up. We try to fill up those moments of silence so that it's a constant stream of conversation and that there's never a gap, that there's never this moment that goes, oh God, I freeze up and I forget what to say. Because the more that we freeze up and we forget what to say, the more our brains start going, and the more our brains start going, the more awkward it gets. The moment of silence itself is not awkward. We've just decided to make it awkward. So in order to really go into this, the analogy that I like to use a lot is this analogy of a cup. And we think about what a cup is, just the same way we think about, well, what is it that a conversation is? Let's think about this cup. We can say, okay, this cup is, this one in particular here is made out of paper, and it's hard, and it's round like this, and we can hold it. Well, sure, okay, but there are a lot of things that are made out of paper that we can hold and that are round. So there's got to be something else to this cup. So you say, okay, well, what else is there to the cup? Well, the cup has the ability to hold liquid. That's really the purpose, right? It holds a liquid for us to put to our mouth to drink. But what gives the cup the ability to hold the liquid is actually the space inside the cup. It's this emptiness inside the cup, right? It's the space that's all around the cup. That's just as much as the substance of the cup that gives it its function. And so it is with our conversation skill, with our conversation. It's the exact same thing. Let's take a sentence, for example, the sentence that I'm speaking right now to you. Now, the sentence is me speaking the words, yes, but also equally as important as just the words that I'm saying is how I'm saying it. It's the space in between all of my words, right? It's kind of the gap in between each word that I'm saying is what creates the word itself. My pitch, my high and my low is what gives real meaning and real depth and is really communicating what I'm really saying to you. Not just the words. It's the words, but it's also all of this non-stuff. It's actually the silence in between the words that is carrying the meaning to you. And so you extrapolate this to a larger scale. Now, the conversation that we have is really an exchange of sentences, let's say, between you and me. So I have things that I say to you, and you have things that you say to me, and I'm conveying information to you, I'm conveying meaning to you, and you're bouncing it back and conveying meaning, conveying things to me through words. But the real substance of a conversation are our thoughts, our emotions, and our experience. And it's what we're experiencing in that conversation that really makes the conversation. So you know this to be true, that it's not just the words. Like when you're hanging out with your best friend, or you're hanging out with a family member, somebody you know really well, the person you like to spend the most time with is somebody you can just kind of hang out with. You don't have to say anything at all, a lot of times. You can just hang out and not even do anything, and just enjoy your time together. No words have to be spoken, and yet there's something real being conveyed. There's a real meaning being conveyed there. Yes. Just like the cup, in order to bring the liquid that's inside the cup to me, my ability to bring the ideas and the thoughts and the emotions that you're experiencing, the moment that we're experiencing to you, to create this moment, is created by the things that I say, but also the moments in which I don't say anything at all. There's a lot of communication happening. There's a lot of meaning in silence itself, but we're afraid of it because silence is kind of unknown. We don't really know what's going on, and what we really want is to control the situation. We want to make sure that we're having a good time. I want to make sure that you're having a good time. I want to make sure that the situation's good, and I want to make sure that you're thinking good things about me. So I want to try to control it. And the only way that my mind knows how to control is by speaking, by saying stuff. But it's those moments that you can't control, where you just let go and let it happen and let things be just the way that they are. Your ability to enjoy a moment of silence says so much about you. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation and you hit a silence, you don't have anything to say, well, embrace that, because what we tend to do is there's nothing left to say and think, oh God. And now the feeling itself, that's what we're actually conveying. So when you get that anxious pang of like, I need to say something, you're actually communicating something, whether you want to or not. You don't even have to say anything, you're already communicating it and stuff. You can fill up with words, but if your words are coming from a place of awkwardness, all you're doing is communicating awkward. So stand back a little bit and just let the moment happen. Stop thinking about it. Just let the silence be and enjoy the silence. It's the ability to enjoy the silence that really brings the real joy, because when you can enjoy the silence with your conversation partner, well, they're going to be able to relax into the conversation too. And that certainty that we're looking for, the only way that our minds know how to create that having a good time, is to say stuff. Because our minds live in the world of stuff and things and saying things. But never forget that sometimes the best part of conversation are the moments of silence in between the action when nothing at all is happening. Because when we're trying to find things to say and our brain is going and going and going, we're never able to enjoy ourselves. We're always trying to one up. We're always trying to get one up, trying to make it full, make it good, make it better. But the real way to make it better, the way to make it full, to have a fulfilling, meaningful, real conversation, is to embrace the flip side, embrace the stuff and the non-stuff. Embrace the fact that this cup is both what I can touch and feel, but also everything around it, the emptiness that's around it and the emptiness that's inside of it. That part is just as important to what makes this cup the cup.
And also, if you imagine all the space around the cup, which is like the whole universe,
yeah,
that's a lot of silence.
Yeah, there it is.
But now that statement has already gone, it's already passed, it's already run its course, but yet you're stuck in that thing that you said back there. And once again, we're missing the conversation as it's unfolding right now. And this is what it really means to be present.